Good day, compadres. Mi amigos, mi amigas. I'm glad to be here. I should probably talk a little quicker because have about 17% left on the laptop battery. So there's so many rad things going on right now. I gotta tell you, I'm like tingly. All the feelers are highly activated. Yesterday, I usually fare pretty good with the energies, but yesterday I was pretty floored. I have been putting in this floor for a gal I know, laminate floor type stuff, and I've never done it before. I love it. It's like putting a puzzle together. Anyway, and I was gonna go over there and work, and I couldn't work on it yesterday. And that isn't ordinary for me. That's not normal. Usually I have a lot of gusts and a lot of vigor, but yesterday was tough. Hope that's not like a new norm. That sucked. Probably not. Anyway, so I go over there and had a good time, and laughed a lot. Laughter is so, I don't know, laughter does so many wonderful, great things. So that was rad. And then I got to go over to a buddy and watch the season finale of, I got to Get Got. And that show is so nice on my brain. Everything about it, all the detail that they put into it. It doesn't even make me mad that it'll be back. It won't be back until 2019. Maybe even 20. I'm guessing. But anyway, I think it's important in times of extreme chaos right before the sun breaks that we, start off with something good, and then if we have, the less light, the more dense topics, we got to put those in there too, and then hopefully end up on a light note. So, Texas, I stand corrected. See, I was in the Air Force, so I spent 6 weeks in Wichita Falls, or not Wichita Falls, Lackland Air Force Base, basic training, and then 6-7 months in fucking Wichita Falls, Texas. Now, I grew up in Hicksville, USA, Redding, fucking California. It's lovingly referred to locals but as the armpit of California. And they're gonna make it beautiful again. I trust people are gonna stand up right there. They're down there. I'm up there from them, down on the I-5 south of me, and they're gonna make that place beautiful again. Because I grew up with a lot of people that are from there. And I know that they got some fucking moxie, so Redding's gonna be alright. So Wichita Falls, Texas, 7 months, and people were not nice. People haven't ever really been nice to me, because I look different. I've always looked different. I've always been androgynous and fucking pink, man. You're fucking, I love your shade, man. You are so gorgeous, and your daughter is so gorgeous. And if I don't know, it's so beautiful to see that this is happening in my lifetime. All of the inclusion, it's because that was the time. It's this message of inclusion, and it's, it's so freaking important. There's no more division. So, straight people like rainbows too. Speaking of t-shirt, here's a commercial, a little plug for my, my Omahonian friends. Number one, the embroiderer, Austin Embroidery. Shannon Smits does a frickin' bang up job. Frickin' bang up, and she has a rad heart. So, her son Kayam, beautiful music. Dummy Head Torpedo. Are they still called that? Pretty sure they are. Check them out. iTunes all over. You the Tube. His music is rad. He's got folk, he's got heart, and he can jam. He and his boys can jam. And they've known each other since they're 15. They've been playing together. So they've grown up knowing their vibe and growing up musically together. It's just beautiful to see. So Wichita Falls, Texas, all the stuff that's going on, which brings me to the second reason. My second plug is the BBRH, the Basset Beagle Rescue, the Heartland. This is a pretty small rescue operation as far as personnel-wise, but my God, these women have been doing what I got my 4 dogs from them. I got 4 of my turd herd from them, and they are just freaking top notch. They are. Those dogs are well taken care of, and they're about to get freaking inundated with animals. misplaced from Harvey. So, I mean, obviously, the biggest priority is the safety of people, and for those who lost their life. Now, when people are losing their life right now, it's of the ultimate service, because we need their light to be added in the consciousness so we can grow in love. I'm so excited. I would be wearing a tank top. It's freaking hot today. I am so hot. Like, and I have pants on. Usually I just have my little shorts that anyway, I don't need to tell you about that. But, okay, I got 14%. I'm sitting pretty good. Other interesting news that's going on. You guys need to be informed. Check this out. You can Google it. I'm just going to lead you the way, and you guys need to freaking learn to fish. So, what they've done is they've created, and this has been on my radar since probably 4 or 5 years ago. I remember that they were trying to put it on the table, and it was quiet then. My brother is an Army Jag, and I remember talking to him about it, and he's just like, yeah, political posturing, blah, 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 and then now it's real. So what happened is Congress has passed a bill, and this bill says that, and I've read the bill, I've interpreted the bill myself. So, and it says, again, maybe I should provide the link to the bill in the description, at least help if people want to see it. Maybe I'll do that. See how ambitious I get. So, they, was it 3 states? Virginia, D.C., and I always forget the third one because I'm so mad I can't get past the first 2. They're the only ones that stick. And one other state have made it so that, because of the safety of trains and public system and things like that, you do not have to you don't have to conduct a search without a warrant on trains. So what they've done is they've expanded that to to all of the buildings in proximity of the train tracks on both sides. So I know that there's going to be a lot of misinterpretation because I know a lot of smart detectives. I wouldn't say I know a lot of smart cops. Detectives, yes, not cops. Again, I was in the Air Force. You can't be mad at me if you're only like 2 people. Freaking, just cops are fucking cops. Cops, constables on patrol. Me, I'm a cop. I'm really short, but I'm a cop. Or I'm such a big meathead. I don't know, but hey, there's cops I love. Fuck it, there's cops that I love. But they are the true constables on patrol. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So, that's my little tangent. I like my little tangent. Now I forgot I'm filling space because my train of thought derailed. So, cops I love. I guess I should switch gears. Seems like when that happens, it's like I'm supposed to drop that thought and go on to another one. So here we go. What's going to be in here? What's in the magic pot now? Good things that are happening. BBRH. They're going to need a lot of help, a lot of support. I'll put their website online if you want to donate. I'll put the link online where you can donate because they're going to need a lot of financial support. They usually get a lot of help from the local area and stuff. And Omaha has some pretty tight-knit pockets of community in there. I just look funny, so I had a harder time integrating myself in there. So I just mostly spent a lot of time on Iski Farm. Anyway, it's much quieter there. So yeah, they're going to need a lot of support. And if you ever need any embroidery done, Shannon's also doing my Straight People Like Rainbows 2 t-shirt. But since I thought about, I looked at it and I thought, you know what? Why don't you go this way today with the video? So I did, and here I am. Oh yeah, so the bill that they passed, Congress passed it, only 5 opposed, that along the train, any building, police officers can go in and do a search without a warrant. Now, I know I've been in many systems long enough to know that interpretation and information takes, like the first rollout will go out like this is the new rule, right? And then by the time it reaches everyone, you have the telephone game, so interpretation gets cloudy, right? So what you see is happening is, like, before you know it, cops are busting into your house without a warrant just because, you know, they have a personal vendetta against you. You know what I mean? I mean, that gives them the power to do things that is not okay. And this is happening right when Harvey. All this is happening, you know, it's like Harvey's happening, and, you know, other great stuff is happening. I mean, like the VMAs even last night. Like, there's so many rad things happening in music right now. It's totally raising people's vibration. It's glorious. And to see, you know, we're going to start seeing all this community, and, you know, people are already flocking with their boats. I just see it like, it's like Field of Dreams. It is. I'm not really a baseball fan. It bores me to tears. But it's like Field of Dreams. And I just see lines of people that are just flocking to the South to help people. I saw a story about a dude that was bringing he went into Costco and freaking bought all their pork, and because he's a barbecue master, and every year he uses his vacation time, and his wife helps it too. She was mad about it because I'm sure she'd rather go to Hawaii than have to, you know, when a hurricane hits, to freaking take freaking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pork down to feed to people that need it. And so that, you know, which brings me back to my point about I didn't have a good time in Texas. So my frame of reference was definitely splintered, and it was definitely skewed. But with this happening, I even went to the point to say, well, you know, there's a reason why Texas is in the shape of a toilet, because it's full of shits. And because I didn't have a lot of positive interaction there. So I'm just, you know, I can't love a place that was mean to me. Fucking, it's stupid. So I won't do that. Since this has happened, it's given me a different perspective. And yeah, Texas is, in fact, in my mind, looks like the shape of a toilet. However, it got flushed. And what's going to happen now is they're going to freaking be able to rebuild it in a organic, beautiful way that the locals can honor and love. And you know, people are going to have to wake up to the fact that weather is different now. I'll do another video about that stuff, but weather is different now. So people aren't going to have, I mean, if you notice, the buildings that withhold are the freaking old ones that have been made with old craftsmanship and old freaking heart and old values. Not this freaking disposable houses. They're like paper houses now, you know? So people are going to have to, you know, so it's gonna bring up the employment rate, because you're gonna have to make more people to build houses the right way, not fabricated, not all float away in shrapnel. You're gonna have to build houses and automobiles. Tesla, listen up, fortified Tesla. I like to drive fast. I like low to the ground, sporty, fortified. Let those storm chasers get around in style. Come on now. And anybody else who doesn't want, because the new hail, golf balls and above. Welcome to the new hail. Hail, hail. So I got all kinds of ideas about this. I'm just flowing with all kinds of good ideas and stuff. And I got a lot of rad changes. I still don't have a job. Nobody will employ me. It's weird. It's just weird. I might have hit the 30 mark. Anyway, so that's not a way I want to end up on a positive note. The positive note is the world is changing. The world is ever so changing. And it's changing in a magical, beautiful way. Ways in which I never could imagine. This is the end note that I'll end up with. So, my mom, Loretta, mostly I call her Loretta, she lives with me. She's lived with me for a long time, since like 10 years now? 9 years? 10 years? Anyway, she had a stroke. She was 38. Sure, dementia set in. Memory deficits. Like, you never know how hard it is to determine how hard somebody's memory is when they can't remember what they don't know. And I know that makes sense to a lot of you. Not just like, you know, but even people with traumatic brain injuries, you know. It's just, I'll do videos about that too, because I was 15 when she had her stroke. I'm 43, so that's many years that I have personal experience with head injuries and traumatic brain injury, and I have a lot of ideas on how to help bridge the gap between the families and the loved ones, to help them get to understand each other a little bit better. So I'm at 7% battery. Anyway, since the eclipse, that's when all this Wonder Bratz shit's been happening, and you know what? I've been having her come into my room with me, and my bed is just like a large freaking king-size bed mattress, and then I have dog beds everywhere, so I have freaking 5 dogs. My room is like a freaking dog bed. So I've been having her come in, and we've been watching YouTube videos and catching up on Harvey, and we always have the same conversations over and over. She says the same stuff. It's adorable. But I took a picture of her the other day, and because we were doing photo montage and stuff, and her hair was down, and I'd given her this brush that I had that, and she brushed her hair out, and I was taking her picture, and this one I looked, and I just, like, I was taken back, like, my jaw dropped, and I kind of lost my breath, and I never realized how beautiful she was, because we did not have a kind and loving relationship until the eclipse. That's when my heart changed. Like every fiber in my body changed toward her. And then I showed my friend Shannon embroidery, Shannon Schmitz, Austin Embroidery, Omaha, Nebraska. And she said, why don't you go... I wonder if I'm going to get copyrighted dinged on this. I guess we'll find out. So she... I haven't really thoroughly looked at the copyright. Anyway, alright, so she's like, you know, she really looks Native American. You should do one of those, genealogical tests. So I was like, you know what, that's a freaking rad idea. So, you know, I asked my mom about it if she wanted to do it. She's like, oh my god, yeah, 'cause she's adopted. She's never known her nationality, and neither have we. So there's half of us that, you know, it's like a mystery to us. And then, you know, I've always loved nature and freaking feathers. And look at this, I got feathers, my feathers hanging here. And I've always identified myself as a Hyoka, because I always say I can be whatever I want, because Mom was adopted. And I sent my brother a text, and he's like, I was gonna get one for Mother's Day. And I was like, synchronicity. Hi, Crow. One of that's Heckler or Jeckler. And I was like, whoa. And so he's like, I'll get one for her birthday. It'll be from both of us. I was like, fucking Jesus, wow. So I mean, I believe that's, you know, she's Native American, and I can't wait to find out. But the most important thing ever is I got to see her. My mom is a beautiful woman. And I love her. And we have a lot of fun together. And for those of you that know me, it's been a long 43 years. It's been a long, painful, difficult. She's mean. It's where I get my mean from. She's so mean when she wants to be. And she's like this big. She's like tiny. She's the tiniest little mean woman. And she doesn't even drink the fire water. But we're better now. It's just gonna give me a really big heartache one day, but today it makes my heart twirl. So, have a good day. Be well.